Let's just do it. Let's just full send. Oh yeah, stay right there. Ooh yeah, get the glasses on. Nice.
Got some Clark Kent vibes going on now.
Now I'm thinking that I have sufficient material for the outro of the audio version. Oh, you froze. Oh, you're back.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't realize
you
that was
froze. Oh, you're
recording.
back. Oh yeah,
That's oh.
I clicked it. We're recording. We're live. Without further ado,
Or a dough.
welcome to an interview with my best friend.
Ew.
I am Hayden, your host, and joining us today, we have a brand new employee. Please, everyone, welcome Josh to the podcast. How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing really well. We'll edit in some like fanfare there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
have
We're definitely capable of doing that.
did you see not last episode when you did your interview, but did you see the episode before that?
Not yet. I am a little behind on our show.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Make sure you watch like the YouTube videos because
Okay.
the
They're just
editing,
stupid.
they're so fucking dumb. I think episode 7 for sure. And then I'm pretty sure it's either episode 6 or 5. I can't remember which one. But I introduced this new segment called Drunk Friends. And it's pretty much anytime either of us tells a story about us being drunk. It's like Drunk Friends episode 1, and it's like a Star Wars like intro credits, like it rolls up with the story of the
I'm glad that you've taken over editing for these, because that is more effort than I probably would have put into it.
Well, I'm just gonna be straight up. I just use iMovie, and it's really easy to just like plop a title in there. Like I don't know how you did that and counter. Did I say and I meant
Yeah,
and
you did.
I don't know how you did that counter for the first episode.
It was a lot of manual cuts and just adding more to that counter. It was
that
very strenuous.
it looked amazing, but there's no way. I was like, when I was sitting down to edit the second episode, I was like, you can miss me with that shit. Or the third one, or whichever one I started editing. I think it was the third. When we remember the third episode when I did all the editing and then I lost all my work and then I almost uploaded late.
Yeah, and you got fired for it.
Yeah. And
you didn't.
so I just like put the intro music in, like sandwich the video, and then I was just like, upload that shit. Like I don't get it the fuck online. I don't give a shit. It was crazy, dude. But yeah, so definitely if you have actually, I want to know what people think. Do you like when I put like the titles and stuff in there? And do you like the little like text displays that I put in the video? Let me know.
Let us know in the comments below.
If you're an iMovie nerd, because I'm definitely not, like I know how to cut, I know how to clip, I know how to add titles, I know how to add a transition, and that is it. That is all I know. So if you have any tips or tricks for me, please post a comment down below. Hit us up on Twitter at Hayden Ismondo, at Joshua58, at Josh and Hayden, of course. Josh and I are currently actually on a Twitter hiatus. We are taking a little mental health break, much needed. But I promise we will get around to your comments and all that good stuff eventually. So episode 9, that's this episode. Everybody, welcome. I have some topics here. If you remember, we lost episode 6 to the ether. Rest in Pepperoni, episode 6. You can catch like 30 minutes of it, or maybe probably less than that.
I think it comes in around like 26 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. There's an audio. It's all the audio that we have from episode 6, and it's all I had to work with. So there it is. It's on audio. You can go listen to it, but it's like the lost episode. So sorry about that, folks. But I did manage to go back and find the list of topics that we were discussing during that time. So I figure we could just, it's been a while. We've probably forgotten what we said generally, I feel
I don't
like.
remember what I said last week, let alone yesterday.
Yeah. I've like I was telling Josh about this earlier. I have been so busy. I've been living literally day by day. Like Josh hit me with that hey, are we playing D&D tomorrow? And I was like, what?
I saw the fear in his eyes of a DM who is yet to prepare anything. I know that feeling well because it's how I feel every time I'm about to DM.
So I'm just going to be completely honest with you. The first two sessions of our D&D campaign. So for those who don't know on the podcast, I am currently DMing a campaign for Josh, Becca, and our good friend Ash. And it's all over Discord, and it's like theater of the mind. So there's no map or anything. We just kind of like, it's just a lot of role play, honestly, if I'm being totally honest.
Delightful.
The first entire two sessions, I did not do a single ounce of prep. I had no notes. I had nothing. I just kind of like shit it out.
That's impressive.
the
That's
third,
impressive.
the third, I had like, when I would read those blurbs about like your surroundings, that's all I prepped. Because honestly, you guys are such like a group of wild cards. I don't know. Like, I feel like if I try to write a story or if I try to write like a script, none of it's going to get accomplished. So I'm just
That's
kind of
fair.
leaving it open, and I'm just like giving a bunch of like general descriptions in there. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But anyway, what's up?
As impressive as that is, most of my campaigns that I run, homebrew wise, are just all off the cuff. I barely prepare a goddamn thing. I have story beats that I'm like, okay, these are going to happen wherever they end up. I'll make it work. But where they go, what they do, who the fuck knows? Who cares?
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing with your guys' campaign, because I know, and I've talked to Josh about this, but I don't think I've mentioned it on the podcast yet. But so Josh and Becca and Ash are the first group that I've been DMing for where everyone already knows how to play D&D. Every other time I've ran a game, there's been at least one new person where, they didn't like, not everyone knew what was going on, or at least like, this is my first group where I have like truly experienced, tried and true players. And so I know I don't have to do shit. Like, I just have to tell a story, however that happens. And it's been really nice. I'm having a blast. It's really like helping me build up my improv, my pulling shit out of my ass skills. So, and it's just been a ton of fun. I was telling my roommate about how I leveled up Becca twice in one session. So
I forgot that she's level 5 now.
Yeah. So I started them off at level 3, and I'm doing milestone leveling. And then somebody like I think it was who made the joke, I don't remember, but someone made like a wisecrack joke that like taking this massive,
the joke.
Yeah, Ash was like carrying this huge like luggage up the stairs, like up 6 flights of stairs, is like the greatest achievement that our characters have ever accomplished thus far. And I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. But Becca's character has been doing all the work. So yeah, he levels up. Like, that's a milestone for him. And we were just like laughing so fucking hard. And then just happened to be circumstance that they then had to subsequently go down the stairs and then go back up. So then I was like, you know what? Yeah, that constitutes level 5. There you go. You made your milestone twice. So now Becca is level 5 and the other two are level 3 because their milestone has not yet occurred.
Yep.
Which I don't know. I just think it stands as a testament to just how fun the group is. And, we know that there's no expectations for this to be some kind of grandiose, story. So we just kind of have fun with it. And honestly, I love that.
You know what, though? All the best bullshit D&D campaigns that are just fucking wacky always end up becoming the most serious and heartfelt by the end.
Yeah. Like, I do, like you were talking about story beats. I do have story beats that I have like in my noggin, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
just have to unfold pretty much, and it's gonna get heavy, but
I love it.
not like in a depressing way or anything. Just like the stakes will be high, and to
There's
quote
going to be
Doja,
people with stakes.
yeah, and they'll be high up in the air. And to
Well,
quote
that's not.
Doja Cat, you will need a side of collard greens. Shout out to Doja.
Anyways, yeah, big fan of the podcast.
Bro, what if
That would be insane.
Doja Cat, if you're watching this, leave a comment.
On one of your burner accounts, because obviously you have those.
Yeah. Or like hit me up on a Finsta or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah, I have some like very loose topics here. And it's pretty much just gonna be like stuff that we missed in episode 6, Rest in Pepperoni. And so actually it's funny because Josh was the one asking me these questions.
So I get to answer the questions. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Delightful.
So pretty much we're going to go through this segment, which when we were recording episode 6, we didn't know what to call it.
Cool.
When we were recording it, we didn't know what to call it, but I've since named it. It's going to be called the gut check. So I'm going to give Josh 2 options and he's going to reply with his gut reaction, like which one he prefers better. And we're just going to fucking go for
lightning round.
Hayden, editor Hayden, put in some like lightning effects right here. Okay. Editor Hayden is like looking at me from across the cubicle and he's like, no, I'm not fucking doing that shit.
Well, editor Josh is looking at me and he's like, yeah.
Dude, editor Josh will hook it up, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Even though
find a way.
Even though what's actually going to happen is I'm going to be so busy this week. I actually plan on uploading and scheduling tomorrow's episode and next week's episode tonight. So it's actually,
oh geez, you have a busy night ahead of you.
Yes, I do. So with that being said, let's get into our new segment that we like to call Gut Check. So Josh, PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Android or iPhone?
Android.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Ooh, okay. Halloween or Christmas?
Halloween.
Okay, nice.
Halloween.
Going to the theater to watch a play or going to the movies to watch a movie?
Movie.
Oh man, oh god.
I know.
Whoa. Okay, Greek mythology or Roman mythology?
Greek.
By far, yeah, right?
It's
Pokemon or Digimon?
Digimon.
Board games or video games?
Video games.
Okay, board games like traditional board games or TTRPGs for those who don't know, tabletop role-playing games.
TTRPGs every single day.
Every single day of my fucking life. Yes, please. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Batman or Iron Man?
Batman, though.
Okay. Do you want to work out at home or at the gym?
Gym.
Do you want to do cardio or lift weights?
Weights every day.
The LA Chargers or any NFL team?
Surprisingly, any other football team.
I should have I just read
you should have maybe edited that.
I should have edited that. I just literally copied and pasted the list from when you asked me. And then I read that just now and I was like, wait, fuck. I should have. Okay, rewind. Denver Broncos or any other NFL team?
Denver Broncos.
Okay, wait, fuck. LA Raiders?
Las Vegas Raiders.
God damn it. Who gives a shit? Fuck the Raiders. And then Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Oh, that wasn't in the script. The last question was actually Anchorman or Rocky Horror, but that was directed at me. So I had to give you an equally hard one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, so my answers are thus PlayStation, iPhone, Coke, I think. Actually, I stopped drinking
If it's
soda, so
if it's just based off of like uh the drink Coke or Pepsi, Coke every day of the week. If it's based off the brand Coke or Pepsi, I'd probably go with Pepsi at that point.
which one owns Dr. Pepper?
Neither. Dr. Pepper is its own entity.
Oh, thank God. Okay. At least I don't have to choose because I love Dr. Pepper. Um, People are like, oh, hey, Hayden, do you want a rum and Coke? And I'm like, fuck no, but give me a rum and Dr. Pepper. That sounds
Rum
way
and Dr.
better.
Pepper is superior in every way to rum and Coke. That being
Absolutely.
said, Coke is much better to mix with alcohol than Pepsi is. So
That's facts. So I'm gonna have to go with Coke. Halloween for sure. Especially because we can celebrate Halloween on Christmas. Hello, Blink 182. Anyone? Come on. Anyway, I would have to say, yeah, I do love theater, but like going to the movies is a lot cheaper.
that's
And
like I had a hard time with that because like obviously I love theater. And
yeah,
for anyone who doesn't know, I do theater. I do mostly musical theater. But ever since my fucking my end game experience, I will never get that kind of experience from a theater
yeah.
unless like they did like a big conglomeration of Les Mis, Sweeney Todd, and something else. I don't know, but like somebody get on that. Actually,
We
that'd
should
be
write it
interesting.
like a hybrid. That'd be insane.
That'd be horrible, but I think it'd put butts in seats.
Yeah. I mean, at least for the intrigue.
Oh yeah,
Um, Greek mythology for sure, because Roman mythology is just like watered down Greek mythology.
it's more warlike. It's like
Yeah.
it's very warlike with Greek mythology. It's actually really funny because I know we talked about like the Percy Jackson series before on like an earlier episode or whatever, and
Mhm.
how I love those books. And I recently reread those books. Well, there was a follow-up series called Heroes of Olympus that I'm listening to on audiobook right now. And it's pretty much like there's like a Roman demigod camp and everything. And like,
Mm.
I'm learning a lot more about Roman mythology too right now too. So that's fun.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds super interesting. I haven't really gotten into audiobooks. I think it's something that I might want to look into. But honestly, like I said, I've just been so busy. Like I'm living
Mm-hmm.
day by day right now. And anything that I have to plan, I'm like terrified. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my
I've just
God.
been listening to it on my way to work, mostly my way to and from work, because it's very
Yeah.
relaxing. Although I'm really mad because I'm on like the fourth book of this series at this point, and they just changed narrators. And I'm like, why did you change narrators in the middle of a series, you
Is it
heathens?
in the middle of the book or in the middle of the
No, no,
series?
in the middle of the series.
Okay,
Like the
that's
first three
slightly
books were
better, but
all,
still not good.
but this guy is, I don't like his voice.
Okay, new plan. I'll buy the books and then I'll record me reading them and then I'll send it to you.
Well, there we go. I don't have to pay an Audible membership. Yeah, fuck you, Audible. Oh, no, I
So
don't want to say that because that'll probably, if we ever get sponsors, that'll probably be the first sponsor we get. I love you, Audible. I actually do.
I've heard actually like really good things about Audible. So
It's real good. I like it. This is not
Audible,
sponsored.
Audible, if you're listening, you know what to do.
Uh, Editor Josh will put a whole hashtag not sponsored over this whole section.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Uh, fuck. So a book that so right now I'm reading The Lord of the Rings, but I'm reading it in Spanish.
Hmm.
And I actually just finished The Fellowship of the Ring, and now I'm starting Two Towers. What?
I think I know what I'm going to use my next credit on is to get the Lord of the Rings because I can never sit down and read that by myself, but I could
They're
listen to it for sure.
they're super dense. When I read them in English, I was like, bro, fuck this. I'm just gonna read The Hobbit again. But
Mhm.
I did make it through them, and I love it. I love them because it's like a love hate thing. It's like a double edged sword because they are so
Mhm.
dense. It's like you love it because you get all these extra deets. You also hate it because it's like, oh my god. Like if I
We
have
get it,
to,
Tolkien. You like trees.
yeah, exactly. It's like if I have to, and plus it's in Spanish, so like I never learned all these words like just like the splendor of the river cutting through the mountainside on the
Mhm.
back of a dragon and a fucking unicorn, blah blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah,
exaggerating,
yeah, 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 yeah,
but
yeah.
all those like super flowery linguistic words, I'm just like, I have a dictionary next to me at all times. So I'm just like, oh fuck. uh, but no, it's
Please
been a lot
help.
of,
I don't know this word.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And then my plan after that, after I finish it in Spanish, is to try and probably fail to read it in Mandarin,
Oh
um,
God.
which I am not looking forward to, but we'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to have a lot of time.
Hmm.
Um, so, yeah, might as well go for it, right?
Might as well,
Um,
yeah.
but another book that I do want to read, I've actually kind of been getting into this. I watched a lot of YouTube. I fell down a deep YouTube rabbit hole, but I
Hmm.
started learning about the history of the English language.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah. So just like how it's evolved and like how linguistically it's changed in the last like several hundred years is fascinating.
Yeah.
And I got really drunk one night and I bought a book off Amazon from Cambridge University called The History of the
Oh
English
yeah, I
Language.
remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. And I then this book shows up at my door, and then I'm like $280 down on this book. And I'm just like,
Jesus.
this is like literally a college textbook. And I just bought it because I was drunk. And I was like, I'm not gonna read this right now. Like, I have too much going on in my life. What the fuck? So I don't know.
Drunk me is the worst.
Honestly, like I'm like, I need to figure my life out right now. um so yeah, I'm eventually, and I bought it, so now I have to read it.
Oh yeah.
um
You spend $280 on it. You are contractually obligated to read
ex-
it.
exactly, so I'm going to read it and I'm going to get around to it.
Like
I
I spent
just,
$200 on my lightsaber. I'm contractually obligated to now make a cosplay with it.
you have to hit every single person you see with it.
It's true.
Oh man.
Everyone
So
must be bonked.
you need to do that thing where, okay, you need to go to Walmart, you need to get one of those like $10 plastic lightsabers, you need to have your lightsaber, and you got to do that thing that one YouTuber did where he
Where I
went
toss a
around,
lightsaber.
tossed a
Yeah.
lightsaber at people, and you're like, defend yourself, and then you have like a battle in the streets. Post COVID though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, on the podcast, Josh and I are both vaccinated now, so that's incredibly exciting.
What vaccine did you get?
I got Pfizer.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Pfizer
Pfizer boys.
gang. Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, audio listeners, for that. That was probably a lot.
I
Um,
apologize for nothing.
I apologize for everything. Uh, but yeah, so here's the thing though. First shot, I just felt a little bit of joint pain and I was fine. And I was kind of tired, but that might have just been like generally from life and not from the shot. So who
That's
knows?
fair.
The second shot, I got it last Thursday. Today is Tuesday for those who are wondering or care. Um, and so I got it Thursday morning, and then I was like fine for like a good chunk of the day. Towards the end of the day, I started to feel it, and I got like a headache, and I started to feel
Mhm.
cold, and my achy joints came back, and I felt like I had like arthritis or something. Um, I imagine that's what arthritis feels like, at least. Because just anywhere that I have a joint in my body, it was just like pulsing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm sure you went through the very much same.
Actually, my vaccine experience was very mild. First dose, I got the sore arm, but that is the most generic symptom of any shot ever. It's like I wasn't surprised by that. But then second dose, when I got that, got the sore arm again because, of course, it's a vaccine. It's what you get. But then after that, I got maybe a slight headache. In my defense, I took a leave before I got the shot,
Oh, you
and that helped.
pharmacy bitch. I heard about that.
So for those listening, if you're gonna get the second dose, make sure you take some leave beforehand, and it'll help you immensely. I can confirm this. My pharmacist that I work with confirm this. It's you'll do a lot better if you take some leave beforehand.
You fucking pharmacy bitch. God damn it. I did not know that. I found out after the fact because so I got it Thursday, started to feel symptoms Thursday night. I woke up Friday. I had a splitting headache. I was fucking freezing. I had a fever and I was like, I was sweating, but I had like, I've been sick before. I've had the cold, I've had the flu, I've, whatever, the whole 9 yards. I have never felt like this in my entire life. Like, it was that bad. I was frigid, and I had to sit through a Chinese class because I'm in language class right now to like sharpen my Mandarin skills.
Sharpen your skills.
Uh,
Hone your blade.
yeah. So I had to sit through this Chinese class, and I was fucking dying. I was like, Lord, please save me from this. This is insane. And here's my situation. So I live in Hawaii, so it's fucking hot. Okay. I went in my closet. I got my winter socks, like my thermal controlled, like temperature, like, heating socks. I was wearing shorts. Over the shorts, I was wearing pajama pants. I was wearing a t-shirt, 2 sweatshirts, and then I was wrapped in, yeah, I was wrapped in 2 blankets, and I was still like sweating, and I still felt cold. And my roommate, bless his soul, I love you, Jordan, he brought me Dayquil and a Powerade, and I was just like fucking suffering like to the max. So
that's what I've heard.
And then one of the guys in my class was like, oh yeah, I just took an ibuprofen before I went and I was fine. And I was like, you fucking bastard, I hate you.
Yeah, any type of they're called NSAIDs, but like Aleve and ibuprofen / Advil are both, take those before you get your second dose.
Is that acetaminophen?
No, acetaminophen is Tylenol.
What's the difference?
Tylenol is just for general pain, not for swelling, whereas ibuprofen and Aleve are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs,
Okay.
Otherwise known as NSAIDs, for those in the biz. And so they help with like the swelling and the pain.
Got it. Cool.
So honestly, you could probably take a Tylenol and an ibuprofen before you get your second dose.
Really? Interesting. Because I have ibuprofen at home, but I don't have Tylenol because I'm an idiot. I know languages, not medicine, so I thought they were the same thing.
Yeah. Nope.
So
they
wow.
have different mechanisms.
Time for me to go buy some Tylenol, I guess. I mean, it's just good to have around, like,
yeah.
Sometimes my headache?
Boom.
Yeah.
Tylenol's your man.
But yeah, so I was having a rough time on Friday, the day after, and then right around like 5 p.m., there was no more headache, which was great. And then my fever slowly came down, and the dude that I was talking to that gave me the vaccine, pretty sure it was just like some random like corpsman in the Navy, like whatever. He was like, yeah, you'll probably be out of commission for like 3 days. And I was like, oh shit, that sounds pretty serious. But let me tell you a little something. This shot got nothing on me because I had that one terrible Friday, and then Saturday I woke up, I had no headache, I had no fever, I felt good. I didn't feel like 100%, but I didn't, I was okay. I decided, you know what? Let's see how my body's feeling. So I did a little bit of diagnostic yoga, and I was just like, feeling my body where I was at. I felt good. I was like, let me try to do like a balance series. So I did a bunch of balance poses and I killed it. And I was like, oh, okay. This is good. Because I had like planned to go on a hike with my friends. We decided that, the weekend of my COVID shot, I was going to climb 2 mountains,
Sounds about right.
Normal, totally normal to do
a
that.
nice, easy climb. a
Yeah,
nice easy
yeah.
climb after putting your body through hell.
Yeah. So I think the first hike was like a total of like 5 miles. So like 2.5 miles up the mountain, 2.5 miles down. And I fucking crushed it. And I felt
Nice.
amazing. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm unstoppable. Nothing can like bring me down. I got
Ain't nothing
home.
gonna break my stride.
Yeah, I got home and I fucking crashed. Like I was out. um yeah, it was great though. It was awesome. And then I woke up on Sunday and then I climbed another mountain. And I think that one was right around 5 miles as well.
Oh, nice.
So, but that one was way more intense. Like there was some bouldering involved and it was
Ooh,
crazy. I still wasn't feeling 100%. I would say I was at like probably like 95% though. And so I feel really good. But yeah, COVID's got nothing on me, not even the
yeah.
shot, man. Um,
COVID's got everything on me because it's all I do at work anymore.
yeah.
I get in, I have like 45 COVID tests to do during the day, 30 shots to do during the day. By the way, your boy vaccinates now.
Dude, that's so
Uh,
exciting.
it's
Honestly, I
exciting, but also terrifying because I do not get it's some sort of insurance. Uh, I don't know what it's exactly called, but pretty much pharmacists are protected, but by the company, but techs are not, and it's some bullshit. But
that
it
sounds shady as fuck.
it kind of is. Um, but I gave 30 COVID shots last Wednesday. Last Wednesday.
Wow.
That was the that was the first day I had ever given shots to anyone. Like the
So
first person who came in was the first person I had ever given a shot to. And I did not let that person know until after I was done with the shot.
okay, yeah. So walk me through that. Like, what were you thinking in your head?
Pretty much the only thing that I was thinking was hit their deltoid, hit their deltoid, hit their deltoid, because that's where like the shot goes. It goes right in their deltoid on like their upper arm. But you don't want to aim too high because then it can get in their shoulder and they can get something called SERVA, which I think is just shoulder related vaccine something.
Mhm.
Um, and you don't want to go too low because then you just miss their deltoid entirely and then it doesn't get into their system properly and yada yada yada. But uh, apparently I did pretty well. But fun story with that first person that I gave a shot to ever. I told them that afterwards. It didn't really register in my brain that she was then going to go out to her car where her husband is, who was also getting his first dose of the vaccine. Uh, because they were out in the car because they had toddlers and they didn't want to bring them in the store. And I was like, yeah, that's perfectly normal. Like, of course. But then he comes in and I'd given a shot in between them. And he saw that. And we're in the vaccine room and I'm like running him through the spiel of everything. And he's like, I'm proud to be your third shot. And I'm like, oh God, this asshole.
That's fucking great. So were you nervous?
Oh, very much. I did not need coffee or any sort of caffeine that morning because the adrenaline of giving my first ever shot was enough to get me through till about 3 o'clock that day.
So did you
At which point I then needed some caffeine supplement.
so feel free to decline this question if you want to, but did you feel that you had been given adequate training before you gave your first shot?
Oh yeah, yeah, I felt that
Oh,
I had. It was really funny though because my pharmacy manager Jared, uh, he didn't come in with me to make sure that I gave my first shot correctly or anything like that. Which it might have been that he was just really busy because it was right away in the morning. It might have been that he trusts me to get it right, or it might have been that he just forgot that it was my first shot. But like a couple days later, one of the other techs in the pharmacy who's also okay to immunize now was giving her first shot, and Jared was like, "Oh, do you want me to come in there and make sure that everything goes okay?" And I was like, "You ass! You didn't offer that to me."
well, what did he say?
He didn't say anything to me. Yeah, he just like signed the paperwork. Was like, "All right, you're good to go." And I'm like,
What?
I didn't say anything to him because I'm not a confrontational person, but that
Right,
was
yeah.
just like in my brain. I was like, "Are you not gonna come? Are you not gonna make sure I get this correctly? Okay, okay." And so, uh, yesterday when I was working, we have another. Pretty much every tech that's in my pharmacy is okay to immunize now, but most of
Good.
us haven't done it yet because we just started giving COVID shots.
Right.
One of my other techs that I work with, he was giving his first shot and he was like shaking and very nervous about it and everything. And Jared was like, "Oh, do you want me to like come in there and make sure that everything goes well?" And at that point, I was like, "Jared, you did not offer to come in for my first shot." And he's like, "Yes, I did." And I was like, "No, you didn't." And he's like, "Oh, I think I did forget." Yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, you did, Jared."
Holy
But it's
shit.
fine. It's fine. He's a great boss and I love working for him. So it's completely fine. I just give him shit about it.
Yeah. Well, so when I was getting my shot, both times, so for those who don't know, I'm like really, really afraid of needles. And so I hate getting shots. And it's actually like, I'm pretty sure I haven't verified this, but I'm pretty sure it's like noted in my medical record that I'm afraid of needles because they don't even like give me a chance anymore. Like when I went in for my regular normal flu shot,
Mhm.
um, the dude just like grabbed my arm very quickly, stuck it in me, and then was like, "All right, you're good to go. Leave." Like he didn't even like give me the spiel, like work me up, and he just like vice gripped my arm, like jabbed me, and then he
Why
was like, "All
is
right, you're good to
he's
go."
gripping your arm?
Yeah. They don't even give me a chance anymore, and so it was refreshing to get the COVID vaccine because my medical record isn't right there for them to pull up on a computer. Like I'm just a number on a card for them.
Mhm.
And so they give me the whole spiel and they like, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to look over here. And then every time they're like, oh, like, are you afraid of needles or something? And
Like,
I'm just
not my
like,
favorite thing.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah. So actually, ironically, I don't like getting a shot. Like I don't like seeing the needle like go into
Mhm.
my, but one time I got my blood drawn, and once the needle was in and like the thing was like collecting my blood from my arm, I was able to look at that just fine,
Hmm.
which I thought was weird. But it's just like
That is a
that.
little weird.
It's just that anxiety of just like
I mean,
watching.
yeah, this
Yeah.
COVID shot is so easy to give because point, it is 0.3 milliliters of liquid going into your bloodstream. Like, it's done.
Yeah. But it's a potent 0.3.
Oh yeah, it's potent as hell, but
Yeah. So the moral of the story is go get vaccinated so that we can all go back to normal because I
that
cannot
way I can
wait.
fight people in public with my lightsaber
Josh can
because
fight
that's
people
where
in
this
public.
started.
Yeah, yeah. Josh can go fight people in public and I can go back to kissing the homies goodnight. So please. All jokes aside, I am super excited. Like at this point,
Same.
I was the last in my friend group here in Hawaii, like locally, to get vaccinated. So all my friends have just been like, Hayden, what the fuck? Like, we're just waiting on you, man. And so I've been like protected through like herd immunity pretty much.
Mhm.
um, but now that I have it, I'm like, yes. But I will say this. I don't know what is going through your guys' heads, but just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean that you don't have to wear a mask. You definitely still do. So put your
You're
damn mask
only
on.
you're only 90 something percent of uh immune to it. So like there is still a chance that you can get it.
Right. So
Also,
you're
it's just decent to wear a mask while you're outside. That way you're not spreading anything
exactly
else.
because the
Like
mask isn't for you, it's for other people. Like just because you're immunized, anybody that you come into contact with, chances are that they're not. So,
I've seen a
hello.
lot of people online on Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media platform, getting mad about the CDC's numbers that they've disclosed for the flu this year and how it's very down. And I'm like, well, yes, everyone was wearing masks. So that would, well, not everyone, but a lot of people were wearing masks. And a lot of people got their flu shot this year too. Like I worked in the pharmacy for 5 years and I have never experienced a busier flu shot season than this year. It
Yeah.
was absolutely insane. And like that plays a factor into it. The masks play a huge factor into it. I'm gonna wear a mask during flu season for the
Every
rest of
year.
my life.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Like,
really hope that it's a trend that catches on
also,
because
also during the winter, it keeps your face warm. Like,
yeah, I like at this point I
be
have a
smart.
mask collection and like I have some pretty dope looking masks. Um so my parents, shout out to my parents, love you. They got me a Eastern Washington University mask. I love it. I bought a Duran Duran official merch mask
Love that.
online. It's fucking sick, dude. I love it. Um and I pretty much just like switch between those, honestly. And then of course I have like a whole bunch of like medical grade ones because like
Mhm.
sometimes I forget or like sometimes I'm out with a friend and they forget. So it's good to just like have them in the car or just anywhere
Yeah,
generally. But yeah, so just wanted to touch on that on the podcast. Keep your masks on, keep wearing them. Um,
a
and
nice
just
15-minute touch on that.
yeah. uh so yeah, the next topic that I have is something we're gonna go way back. Are you ready for this?
Oh
So
God,
a
these
few
14 years
months.
of history.
Oh no. We're going back further. I'm talking the first or maybe the second episode of the podcast. I can't remember which, but
Okay.
you made a very controversial statement about yourself and you said that you have never worn overalls. And then that turned out to be untrue. So, Hayden or Josh, whichever one of you is editing this episode, if you could please post the picture of Josh wearing overalls, like maybe right here in this area, um, that'd be great. So, turns out Josh has worn overalls before, and
Yep.
he looked
I'm
cute as hell.
Yeah. I don't know whatever happened. Uh I I I was genuinely surprised that my mom had a picture of that. But I literally went over the day after that uh episode came out and somebody had listened to it and somebody tipped her off to that and she's like, I have a picture. And I'm like, of what? She's like,
Yeah,
of you in overalls. And I'm like, oh God, no.
dude, mom coming in clutch. Hell yeah. Shout out to
uh
mom. Love you.
yeah, well, I guess I have worn my overalls, but I didn't get my quinceanera overalls. Okay.
Hey, so maybe we should do that. We should have a retroactive quinceanera for you.
No. I refuse.
I already talked to Josh about it, but I'm gonna talk about it on the podcast too. So I'm gonna be deployed for my 25th birthday this year. So actually this weekend, me and all of my vaccinated friends, what up? We're gonna have a birthday party
Pfizer
for
gang, what
me.
up?
Pfizer gang, what up? If you're in the Pfizer gang, drop a comment or tweet at us. And if you're a Moderna gang, that's all right. You still cool. And then Johnson and Johnson gang, I guess, sound off, but
Keep your
like,
distance.
yeah, but stay away. um, Stay away, J&J. That's what I always say.
And
Um, anyway,
if you're
so
AstraZeneca gang, first of all, how?
yeah,
Second of all, get away.
British. You wild. Um, but yeah, so this weekend we're having my 25th birthday party, and it's gonna be an 80s theme, and I'm so excited for it. I Oh my god, I'm so excited because first of all, it's a
Dude,
party.
I cannot wait to see the pictures.
It was it's gonna be incredible. Like, and you know how every year on my birthday I make tacos?
Yes.
Well, so I'm still doing that because my friends were like, Hayden, we don't want you to do anything for your birthday. Like, you're not allowed to do any work. And I had a huge problem with that because that's just not who I am as a person.
I was like, do they know you as a
Yeah, yeah.
person? Like,
And so they're like, no, you can't do anything, you can't help set up, like you're not allowed to do anything. And I was like, okay, fine. I will concede because I feel like, it's like 5 versus 1 at this point. So I'm just gonna like whatever. You guys could probably kick my ass, so whatever. I'm just not gonna say shit, but you have to still let me cook tacos at least. So I'm still gonna cook tacos as is tradition. And but here's the thing. So that morning, it's this Saturday, I'm gonna go swimming with sharks. Open swimming with sharks. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind, and I might lose a leg, but I'm excited nonetheless.
It's all right. Joseph will make you a new one.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out Joseph. We love you. Please make me a prosthetic limb or two, or however
Just
many I lose.
make him a whole Darth Vader suit.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
So
He'll
while
get a
I'm
lightsaber to match.
so while I'm swimming with sharks, my friends are gonna be in my house, like making it all like 80s themed, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be so dope.
I'm just mad that I can't be there.
Well, so I figure we'll probably celebrate when you're here because you're gonna be
Yeah.
here literally the next week.
Yeah.
So and plus we're gonna be celebrating Mom's birthday.
Also
true. We could probably just do a wombo combo.
Yeah.
Exactly. But anyway, enough about all that. I do have another topic that I kind of want to ask because I saw it on my little list and I'm like, this kind of ties into what we were talking about before. It's like very vaguely related. So that picture of you in your overalls, very cute. You were very young. But here's what I want to know. What is your absolute earliest memory? And I'll let you think about it real quick unless you have it like locked and loaded.
No, I
Okay.
don't.
So here's my absolute earliest memory that I have ever. So I think I was 4 or 5 years old. I'm not really sure how old I was. It might have been even as early as 3, but I don't want to say that because I really honestly have no fucking clue. But here's the deal. So I'm sitting in my old apartment in San Diego. I want to say San Diego. I honestly San Diego. I really don't know where it was, but my mom and my dad were still together, so I'm thinking it must have been San Diego. So my mom or my dad, some adult. It was like a Tom and Jerry kind of thing where all I see is like legs, like come up to me because I'm so little, and I had this little like what's that? I don't know what the brand is, but that like generic like little kids like plastic table.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I don't know what brand it is, but I said little kids table, and you probably know exactly what table I'm talking about. So I'm sitting at one of those little like kid tables, and this pair of legs comes over and brings me a bowl of macaroni and cheese and like a little fork, and that's my absolute earliest memory.
Okay. I would have to say probably what my earliest memory is, and I have absolutely no idea what age I might have been. I think I might have been 4 or 5. But I think my earliest memory is when I was little, I loved stuffed animals to death. Like I love them so fucking much. Like Beanie Babies, those were my thing. And I should have left the tags on them because I could have sold some of these for quite a profit.
Really?
In my 26-year-old years. Well, maybe, I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it. But my earliest memory is I was running errands with my mom. And I remember we went into the store. I don't remember what it was because it was in New Hampton. Yeah, New Hampton, Iowa. Yeah, you didn't go there when we were there. But it was like it was bigger than Fredericksburg by far.
Wow. Okay.
It actually had streetlights.
Wow.
We went up to West Union.
Yeah.
When we went, You didn't see much of West Union because we didn't go too far into it. It was probably comparable, maybe a little bit bigger than that.
Okay.
Um,
Was
but we
West
went to
Union the one where we saw the tractor parked outside of the bar?
yes.
Okay.
Um,
So it's like a total of like 8 buildings.
West Union's a little bit bigger than that. It actually has like a fairly decently sized high school. But uh, we went into the store and I saw this little Chihuahua Beanie Baby. Uh, and I was just like, I need to have this. And
Oh.
my mom was like, fine, we'll get it. I still have this Beanie Baby, by the way.
No way.
Like, yeah, this Beanie Baby is probably about 16 years old.
Send me a
And
picture and I'll put it in
looks
this. Send me a picture of it on your phone and I'll put it in the episode.
I can send you a picture. I probably have the picture of me holding it when I was 4 or 5 years old. Like I
Holy
could probably
shit.
send you that picture and we can probably put that in
Well,
here.
I'm
It's just cute Josh day on the podcast, apparently.
yeah. Well, I'm editing this in 35 fiscal minutes from now, so get on it. But yeah, that's amazing. I wish that I had that bowl of mac and cheese from like 16 years ago. That'd be pretty cool. No, just kidding, obviously. Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you that because I was thinking about
Yeah.
that the other day. And I think, I don't know, somebody asked me about it recently, and I was like, huh, that's
Okay. Yeah.
a good
That's a good
question.
question. That's a
Yeah.
I had to really think about that because my brain was like, what the fuck? Access the deep archives.
Yeah. It's like I contrive it to like that moment from Star Wars where Obi-Wan is looking at the galaxy. He's like, it should be here, but it isn't.
The archives are incomplete.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, cool. Well, we're a little bit we're in that area where we talked about, so I think we could probably end it here unless you want.
I think this is a good place to kind of end it on. We'll end it on a cute picture of me and Tiny the Beanie Baby Chihuahua.
Maybe just one more. So this is the last topic that I have that we missed from episode 6. And what's a restaurant chain that you would defend with your life no matter how evil they are?
This has actually changed since last time because I think I said Red Robin.
You did say Red Robin last time.
Because now it's Olive Garden.
Really?
Because when I'm there, I'm family.
Oh my God, fuck you. No, God damn
But for realsies, also Olive Garden because fuck, I'm a goddamn glutton for pasta.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea. So actually, fun fact, like I want to say like 2-3 months ago, Hawaii opened up their first Olive Garden downtown.
Oh, I'm sure it was busy as hell.
People lost their goddamn minds. Like people were standing in line for 7 hours just to get in.
So you know the mall here,
Yeah,
the Valley Mall.
yeah.
They just opened, and they had like that Chinese place by the Red Robin there. They tore that down and put an Olive Garden there.
Wait, that shitty Chinese buffet?
Yeah.
With like where I'm pretty sure we got food poisoning last time we went there.
I never went there.
Oh, maybe it was just me.
It might have
Holy
just been
shit. Wow, that's crazy.
They put an Olive Garden in there, and I'm fairly certain there's been at least a 2-hour wait for seats there since they've opened.
Holy fuck. That's insane. Man, I leave town for like a little bit and then the whole like, oh my God. Spokane is dope now. I don't care what anyone says.
We got Olive Garden. Hell yeah.
No, yeah. When this thing opened up downtown, people lost their fucking minds, bro. It was crazy. Because
that does not shock me.
Before
I
this,
lost my fucking mind.
Before this, the only thing that we had that's like passable Italian food on island is buca de beppo, which I don't like it at all. So for those who don't know,
I'll be honest with you. If you just get a reservation to Olive Garden for Mom's birthday, she will be happy with that.
Really? So
will.
So yeah, when Dad told me like, hey, for Mom's birthday we should go out, she loves Italian food, I was like, fuck, like I'll look into something, but I mean, you have like two choices, really, honestly. If you want Italian food on island, you're going to a 5 or 4-star hotel / restaurant, or you're going to Buca di Beppo. But now there's Olive Garden, and it's like bridging the gap, I feel like. And shit,
it's a happy medium.
I'll fucking make that reservation today. Like, if you're dead ass about that.
I'm 100% dead ass about that. Not only will my mom be happy, but Becca will be happy.
Dude, happy wife, happy life. So there we go.
Exactly.
Cool. So I'll make a reservation at Olive Garden, and I will also end this podcast. So
hey, look at that segue. What a sexy segue that was.
Ooh, so saucy. Ooh. So if you watch this episode,
like Olive Garden, so saucy.
So saucy. When you're here, it's just like Olive Garden. When you're on this podcast, you're family.
You're on this podcast, you're family. We also have free breadsticks for everyone. It prints right out of your phone or whatever you're listening to.
So if you're listening to this podcast and not watching this is for you. And if you're watching this, look away right now. Hey, I love you so much. And thanks for coming. And if you looked during that, fuck you. Stab your eyes out.
Thank you all for watching. Now, make sure you leave a review and follow us.
Oh, yeah.
On all of our social medias.
Yes, this is episode 9 now. So just letting you know, there's only one more episode in season 1. And so you only have those opportunities to continue to leave comments and tweet at us in order to win a $10 Starbucks gift card. So,
or whatever gift card.
And for those keeping track, yes, we're still not on Apple Podcasts, and we don't know what the fuck is happening, but thanks for bearing with us.
All we know is we're mad at Apple.
Yeah.
But what's new?
What is new?
This is why I'm Samsung.
And if you're watching this podcast, thank you for putting up with my obnoxious shirt and
my frogs.
I love your frogs. By the way,
they love each other.
I'm going to edit this in, but there's a point in the podcast where I realized that your shirt matches my water bottle.
Yep. I noticed that.
And I noticed that, and I was just like,
twinning. For those who don't know, Hayden is a model for Neon Grizzly.
It's unofficial. They don't pay me, but I am on their website.
Delicious merch.
Yeah, it's for a YouTube channel. Anyway, I don't get paid. I'm just on their website. It's not a big deal. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Anyways.
I love you all. How many times
can we say anyways?
Let's try it. Anyways.
No.
I can just cut it out. It's fine.
That is bad podcasting.
Okay, if you want a clip of us just saying anyways as many times as possible.
Release the anyways cut.
Yeah. Also, thanks to everyone that voted on that Twitter poll where I asked if you wanted 9 unedited minutes of me eating sushi while waiting for Josh to enter the Zoom call. I appreciate that. I will edit that, or I won't edit it, I guess. I haven't decided yet. And then we'll figure that out. If the noises that I'm making are disgusting, I'm going to edit it. And so we'll just have to see. But I'm probably going to upload that as bonus material. And it probably won't even come out soon because I'm so busy. But yeah, anyway, it's time for this shit to end. So goodbye. I love you.
Goodbye. This has been like the ending of Return of the King.
Yeah. People are just like, wait, they've ended this podcast like 5 times already. What the fuck? And then this is where like it cuts to that scene with Aragorn and Arwen like up on the pedestal, like stage kind of thing. And so it's like, oh shit, like we still have more movie. Okay, that's cool.
But for realsies, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.